Welcome to another great episode of Big Trouble in Little Podcast. I'm Andy.
I'm Chaz.
I'm melting. I'm Joe Dubs.
I'm Zach, brothers.
This is the final episode, not only of the theme, but of the season. And it is pretty appropriate that it's the Omega Man. Get it? Omega Man? Like the end.
All of my energy was just expended.
This was Dubs' pick.
Yes.
And, Dubs, why'd you choose Omega Man?
Well, I remember I gave you guys three choices. I forgot the third choice. I only remember the Omega Man, 12 Monkeys, and there was a third option.
Soylent Green.
Yeah, Soylent Green, and you chose Soylent Green.
Yeah, I was like, give me that.
Yeah, and then I was like, you know what? I want to watch a good movie. Not saying 12 Monkeys is a bad movie, but
It's not. That movie's good.
Yeah, that movie's good, but Omega Man I like better, so I chose that. And it's Charlton Heston, so but it can't go wrong with two of Heston movies. So that's why
it's funny because we've also watched Planet of the Apes on the. Well, I mean, you and I have watched Planet of the Apes on the show.
Mm-hmm. And then we watched that noir movie.
It's funny because he does not care to be in movies with a lot of people in it, unless it's been her. Then there's a million people in it.
Yeah. The Touch of Evil he was in also as well. That's another Heston movie.
Oh, that's right. We've seen him 4 times.
Yep.
There wasn't a lot of people in that movie either.
Yeah, I guess not.
But a modern version of it is the Will Smith movie, I Am Legend. And it's also a book that Chaz got me that I don't have around me, but it's based off of that book as well.
It's called I Am Legend.
It's very funny. Yeah, I think the book
Then
is just called I Am Legend. And it's also that Vincent Price movie, right?
Yep. And I was
That's the
almost going to
original.
pick that. That would have been funny as hell if I picked that now.
I mean, honestly, if you'd have picked that, then someone would have had to just choose I Am Legend, which we're about to talk about Omega Man at length. I just kind of wanted to get out of the way. I Am Legend, he's fine. I kind of think it's kind of boring and forgettable compared to this, in my opinion.
Mhm.
It's been a long time since I watched it, so I don't really know.
I like the infected in this movie compared to the Will Smith one because the Will Smith was like super fucking hokey bullshit. Like they look like Frankenstein people in that one where their head was like elongated and their mouths look stupid. So I was just like,
I can see like makeup guys being like, oh man, they look stupid in that old movie. They're just like albinos, which I don't know. There's something to that.
Yeah, the eyes are really cool. Like that's a cool touch and they wear the sunglasses. I don't know. I like that.
After he monologues a little too long, one of the contacts wandered a little bit, but that's okay. Otherwise, it's good.
I like to think that was just a defect of his condition.
I remember thinking that, and then later in the movie, they look fine every time, and I was like, "Oh no, the contact was fucked up."
but
Okay.
in this movie, Charlton Heston is a scientist who I like how they showed how the disease like spread. It was through like newscasting and stuff. Like
this movie gives you background information at the perfect rate.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time they drop new information, I'm like, it's I don't know. I really like. I just want to get out of the way. The whole movie is good, but I really, really agree with the top letterboxed review for this movie, which is the first third of this movie is like one of the best first thirds of any movie that has ever existed. Like there's something just so perfect about the beginning of this movie. The rest of it's great once you get other characters involved, but there's something really cool about the way they give you information about the background. And Charlton Heston just like drives around LA talking to himself. It's just, I don't know. It's so fun. It's so good.
It is, yeah.
And his gun is fucking cool too. I like the flashlight thing that he has on it as well.
Oh yeah, the one with the infinite ammo glitch. It's crazy.
Yep.
He doesn't even reload. He's just like, nah, I got infinite bullets, baby.
He's been walking around picking up ammo for 2 years.
That's true.
It's just in his inventory now. That's how that works.
His house is like the fucking bat cave and shit when he comes in. He shuts the garage door. Sometimes they get in. What I like about the infected is that they seem like they know they know what's going on. They're not just like some mindless zombies. They're just like this group of people that are just like this is who we are now because of the fucking human race, what they did with war and violence and diseases and all that stuff. So we're the superior in some way at the moment, and they just want to get rid of the old Earth, which is Heston or whoever's alive.
That's part of why I like this movie so much, is because we've talked before and we've watched a lot of zombie movies on the show, and some of them are good. I like them fine. We watched Train to Busan. That movie's really good. And we also watched Night of the Living Dead. But there's just so many zombie movies, and unless they are one of the greats, they're also very samey. And this movie could have really easily slipped right into that same formula and probably like made a dime. Like it would have been all right. But it's way more interesting that they're basically like zealots. They're just like religious zealots, and they're really scary because of how like you can't negotiate with them, as proven at the end of the movie when he goes to him and says, "Hey, there's a vaccine if you want it." They're like, "No, we don't want a vaccine," and they kill the kid. And all that.
I got so pissed off at that because like he's
you had to see it coming. Come on.
I did see it coming, but at the same time, I'm just like, bro, like they're insane, but you're gonna go there.
It's just the kid's trying to do the right thing, and like that's the lesson that you want from the movie. You really want to find the best in humanity, even when all is lost like this. Like there's less than a dozen human beings that you know of in LA, and you really want to be optimistic about the human condition. But I guess the way to look at it is they're just not even human anymore.
That's exactly it. They're no longer human.
But he doesn't see that. He's an optimist. He thinks, "Oh, we can save everyone. This is great."
Yeah, he was like fucking yelling at Heston on top of the roof. He's like, "You're gonna mow him down? What are you gonna do?" And he's just like, "All right, I'm gonna go there myself and say you have a vaccine, and then
kill him or cure him." Like he sees them as like suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in their eyes, they're like, "This is fucking what we want." like this is.
Well, they don't know any better. They've basically become like, I can't remember the terms they're using, like paranoid, delusional, schizophrenic. Like they're just like, as soon as you go over, you can't think straight anymore or something.
And I love their kangaroo court that they have going on, where they go in and he's like sitting on that little throne and just talking.
That's like shades of Batman for me. It made me think about like some Batman comics.
Yeah.
Well, me and Zach were saying in the messenger is like it reminds me of RE4 because like they kind of look like the Castle Lost Planet.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They look like the Los Illuminados, and they are kind of like a weird cult. And Charlton Heston is kind of like Leon because he just says one-liners to himself.
Smart ass, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He just didn't body slam anyone. If he suplexed one of them, then it'd be all about it.
The cast
plus his apartment looks like a Resident Evil room. Yeah, I dig it.
110%. Yes, there are puzzles in there. There's keys.
That's actually a really good point. It legit looks like there's like 4 puzzles you'd have to solve to get the pieces to build like a desert eagle.
When they go there, she even says like, "I can see where you get your heavy thinking done." It's like, yeah, for real.
I was like, Dubs was like, "I think Zach's gonna like this movie." And like all 3 of those thoughts entered my head within like the first 20 minutes. This movie rules.
Yeah, movie's got a vibe for sure.
Yeah, because the soundtrack is I dig the soundtrack a little bit.
Oh, same. Yeah, the soundtrack's great.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is something like if I had it on vinyl, I'd spin it. That'd be a good time.
Oh, yeah.
But I also like the part where I forgot her name, the black lady. When she looks at the camera and it turns on and he turns and like, "I'm a narcissist."
That is funny. That's one of the funniest. My favorite line in the whole movie though is, "Do you have any other questions?" So you guys aren't from the Internal Revenue Service? That's the funniest line in the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, that's pretty great. I laughed pretty hard at that.
Even like the supporting actors too. I like that one guy who was like studying to be a scientist. I don't know what field he was trying to get in. Yeah.
Dutch.
Yeah.
It was the same field that Neville was in. Basically, he was trying to do the same thing he was.
Medical research or whatever.
He's like, "Sorry, you didn't make it." He's like, and the lady's like, "The world didn't make it." Like it stopped. Just anything Heston says in any movie just is like it rules. I don't know why. She's just a bad.
I think this is of the 2 we've watched this month and Planet of the Apes. This one's my favorite dialogue wise. Like Planet of the Apes is close, but I really like the dialogue in this one.
Well, me and Dubs are talking about maybe we should do a Charlton Heston theme next season.
We're running out of movies.
Yeah, we keep watching them individually. We're gonna.
Well, we haven't watched Ben-Hur.
That's the big one. That's the big one.
We haven't watched 10 Commandments or Moses.
Oh yeah, I forgot about 10. I've never seen that movie.
All right. Well, there you go. You've already said
We're halfway there.
Yeah, you just gotta find 2 more. I'm sure it'll be fun.
Watch a couple stinkers. Who cares? But anyway, whatever. Yeah. That's for a discussion for another day. What about Matthias? You like that? The guy who plays him?
Yeah, he's good.
Yes,
I like him.
I want to hear Chaz. What's your opinions on this movie?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. So my big thing was trying to compare it to the book. As I've not watched the original film adaptation. I think we already brought it up once. I've not watched
Last Man on Earth.
Last Man on Earth. Thank you. So I don't know what to compare, like how to compare that to this, and then the same with I Am Legend. Like it's interesting in the like it's spiritually the same of the book, but like they take such different turns on what they're dealing with or how they deal with the story plot. So I think I like the way this movie plays out. I agree with Andy. The beginning of this movie is so great because you're just kind of thrown right in, and he's just driving around on his own. He's having all these weird like conversations with himself. And then they just sporadically just have him shooting at windows, but they haven't given you any information. And then like gradually the story gives you just enough to kind of start to piece together, okay, this is what's happening. And then something new happens. And that's where like it unfolds with him finding the people that have survived somehow. So the score is great. I know we already talked about that, but just like to relay, like it's got like the appropriate word I think would be groovy.
Yeah,
but like it's just some real funk. Like it sounds so good. It actually, I don't know why, but I think it's just because of when I hear that type of music and the nostalgia in my head goes to this. Did you guys ever play Driver for PS1?
Yes.
The music in that when you're chasing people, that's what that reminded me of.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the music in the movie reminds me of. So I don't know. That's what I thought of when I was watching it, but I liked it. And I mean, there definitely are differences between the book, but like it's almost like they play out in different times. Like to its credit, I Am Legend kind of follows more with what happens within the book in terms of like he's not aware that they can talk. He thinks that they've all just turned into dregs basically, and the difference here though is it's almost like he's aware that there's some interaction with them, but they're too far gone. So like, that's kind of like the difference, I guess. And this one, like, he doesn't get away. He basically helps them at the end to like have something for those kids, but like that's all they have. And then they go with the whole premise of, oh well, you can make a serum, a vaccine out of your own serum after you've taken enough, and so on. But in reality, it'd take a lot more. But sci-fi bullshit. They're just kind of going with it. Yeah, the book's so different, and that's why I do wonder if the original movie Last Man on Earth does this or not, because like the ending's so dark in terms of like he finds out that they like not only are there ones that are too far gone and like mindless, but there are also like those that are kind of like in between, and like they just kind of become their own species. Like they're just like they kind of like evolved into like this is how they live now, and they're not human anymore, but they're also not this like mindless. Like they're
trying to this movie plays with the idea of like how far gone are they? Because at the end they kind of seem to indicate that they are going to try and probably succeed in saving Lisa, but we don't know. We don't get to find out. And they talk about how some people just like go in an instant, and some people it's like days. It takes them to turn, but also there's individuality among them. Like they'll have conversations, they'll have differences of opinion. Like even like Matthias is like, no, machinery is evil, blah blah blah. The wheel, even though they use wheels, what's up with that? But like all weapons and all machinery are terrible. And then when he sends Zach is the guy's name, he sends Zach to go kill him. He like reveals that he's carrying a Colt 45. So that's like he has individuality. He's like, oh, fuck you, man. I'm gonna carry a gun and I'm gonna use it to kill Neville. And he tries and fails, but that demonstrates to me that there's some kind of like varying degree of how far gone they are, and then of course that also opens up the whole question, like, is it morally justifiable to just eradicate them? But I don't know.
That's what I
doesn't
really like.
get too hung up with that. But
I think that's what I kind of like about the book, though. Is like in the book, it's remember, like, there's the whole thing where Lisa betrays him, but not like it's not really that she betrays him. It's just
she didn't
like,
do it on purpose.
Yeah, it wasn't on purpose. Exactly, she just turned. So that something similar kind of happens in the book, but in a different way. Of he finds out that no humans are actually there. Everyone that's infected is too far gone. Like they can't really turn back in the same way. And he gets captured, and he's basically sitting there waiting to be executed. And like it's like really poignant where he's awaiting trial, awaiting execution, and like children are like standing, and other people are like around him, and he's like at a zoo exhibit, and they're all like terrified of him. And it's because he's been murdering thousands of them. He's just been killing all these people. And that's like, oh, this is the last human. It's like, oh yeah, we really are extinct. Like this is like this group has now moved on as a society, as a new people, and like I'm the last remnant of things, and that's kind of like the end of the book. Like, and like he gets executed. Like that's the whole thing. Like there is no saving humanity. Humanity's gone. Like this new like of all species is what's left. So I just thought it was kind of interesting. But I feel like that's something that would be so hard to get across in test audiences. Like making a movie that goes that route's probably just not gonna like settle well with the general public, which is why I don't think any of these adaptations have ever done that portion of it.
Yeah, they always change the ending, I think.
Yeah, I think that's more or less like they even kind of like give you a bit of what happens in the book where he gets held on trial, but then they break him out, and there's like that whole thing. But that's more or less like the ending of the book. So
I'm curious how Last Man on Earth ends, because this one is kind of like, it's not quite downer, but it's like, oh, he died, but in the end, he created the serum to help everybody that's human still live, kind of thing.
He died for their sins. That's like one of the things I don't like about the end. Is man, that is heavy. It's so fucking heavy-handed. I was like, okay, I get it, and then like they finally show like the over the head shot of him dead, lying there like Christ on the cross. Man, it's like, oh come on.
They could have got some mason jars and got more of his blood in the water out of there. Yeah, they could have made more.
I do like how he
actually got chlorine in it, though. I mean, come on.
Like the way they let him die is like one thing, but like the actual way he like the death blow that he was delivered is actually really cool. That guy Matthias just chucked a fucking spear.
Sniped him with a spear from up on top of
it's pretty hardcore.
Mm-hmm. I saw that and I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Well, it like gives you this initial part where he pulls it out, like, it's like the fake blood just like squirting out everywhere, and I was like, oh yeah, he's a goner. And then he just like kept pulled it out, but he like kept staying alive, and I was like, there's no fucking way he's living this long. He should be dead.
He's got to be full of adrenaline too.
It's Charlton Heston. It's in his contract to survive for at least 8 hours.
Yeah. My favorite part about that scene is that spear goes in him and he's bleeding, and then like he pulls out the fucking vaccine bottle out of his fucking shirt. I'm just like, I was like, bullshit. That would have been. I swear to God,
I thought when he pulled it out, he was going to drop it. Then Dutch was going to fucking botch it, and it was just going to shatter everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no.
That would have been really funny, actually. Like a blooper. Oopsie, I'm on thumbs.
It did make me recall. I saw this movie originally like a long, long time ago, and I really liked it, but I forgot how it ended. And watching it again, I recall I didn't like the ending originally. I think I like it now. I've come way around on it. But it still doesn't feel perfect. It's still kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to make it better. But the ending is, in my opinion, the one part of the movie that I kind of have issues with still.
Wow. It still shows a glimmer of hope, but I
mean, it's definitely hopeful. Like Dutch and all the kids get away, the children get away, and they have a vaccine. That's perfect. But the fact of the matter is, the protagonist is Neville, and his relationship with Lisa is like the whole second and arguably third acts. Like that's important. And then the movie kind of throws that all out. Like everything is sacrificed for the future of mankind. That's wonderful. But I don't know. It's still part of it is like, I don't know. It feels disjointed or something. It's just a me thing. I understand, but I don't know. There's something about the ending that I still don't love to death.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Movie feels kind of disjointed in general, I think, a little bit. Especially after the first 20, 30 minutes, however you want to slice that. I don't know why either. It just kind of does. It feels like sometimes you're just jumping into things. I don't know
It's
if
like
it's editing or like what.
Should they have made it longer?
I think so, yeah. I think it would have been fleshed out a little bit better based off of the book that Chaz was talking about to get a little more context and a little more details into some stuff.
Yeah, it's like 98 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
it could have been 2 hours.
Soylent Green was right at 2 hours. Like they could have added 15 more minutes or so, I think, and it would have helped.
Yeah,
I think this is still a time, and honestly, nowadays it's like this too, but even more so, I believe, in the 70s, the shorter a movie was, the easier it was to have more screenings and have more people come in and see your movie, because someone can pay, $5 to see your hour and a half Omega Man, or they can pay $5 to see the 3-hour Ben-Hur. Well, how are you going to make more money?
Mm-hmm.
So it's partially that, and it's also partially like, and I suffer from this too. The shorter a movie is, the more I'm gonna jump on seeing it immediately. Like there are so many 2+ hour movies that I know I'm gonna love, but I'm always like, I don't have time for that. I'm not gonna watch that right now. I'm not in the mood for a long movie. But an hour and a half, oh yeah, I'll watch that this weekend. So
yeah, me in my 20s, I would be like, be like 8 o'clock, and I'd be like, oh, you know what? I'll watch a 2 to 3 hour movie. But now being 38 years old. And you're just like, oh man, this movie's gonna end at fucking 11.
You start doing the math every time.
Yeah.
Then I had this many hours to sleep. I gotta get up. Driving to work is this long. No, I'm not gonna. I don't even. You know what? I'm just gonna watch YouTube. I'm gonna watch YouTube Shorts for 30 minutes and then pass out.
No, it's stupid. I'll be like, I'm gonna watch YouTube for the amount of time I should have watched the movie.
I've 100,000% done that. I've 100,000,000% done that. Not even just that. I know for a fact that at least twice, probably more than that, in my life, I've agonized over the decision of what movie to watch, and I have spent the amount of the runtime of a movie researching what movie to watch, just like reading Wikipedia, reading IMDb, being on Criterion.com, like just like looking at like, oh, this is cool. Oh, this directed to this other. I'm gonna add this to my watch list, not tonight, but soon. But that reminds me of this actor was in the thing. Oh, I always meant to watch. Oh, I never saw the sequel to, and then it just like you got 30 tabs open.
And then you just go, I'm tired, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, screw it, I'll do this tomorrow.
Yeah. But overall, I had a blast with this movie. Like I watched this in the past as well, and I wasn't high on it, but as an adult now, I'm high on it. I don't know the reason why.
I like it more now than I did then.
Yeah. So like it's a fun time. Soundtrack is fucking banging. Heston is great. I love the bad guys. The supporting cast is great. Even the movie set, like they had to shut down a corner of the city, right? Or is that an actual
more than
set?
a corner in a couple of those shots? I imagine they do it real early in the morning, but it still must have been really difficult to cordon off huge areas of the city to film this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looked dead, so they did a great job doing it. And I love that, like they troll him while he's like in the house and stuff. Like it's a red versus blue fucking like skit or something where they're just yelling at him, throwing shit at his fucking window.
That's all they care about is getting Neville. So they're like, oh, we got a catapult now. We're gonna set his house on fire, and he's like, these idiots, and he like gets a fire extinguisher and then a sniper rifle. Like he doesn't even seem that upset about it. Like, all right, I guess I'll put these drapes out, I guess.
That whole scene with the music playing too, just the whole thing was so funny to watch play out because it almost had like a fucking Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner vibe to it a little. Just like the cockamamie scheme, I'm gonna shoot a flaming catapult of shit.
I also guffawed when he looks through the scope and then it does like that. I'm like, wait, what gun is that? What the fuck is going on? I guess he has the bandana from Metal Gear. All of his guns just have
scope that he had that infrared frying pan hanging off the top of it too.
It's the 70s. That's what a night vision scope looked like in the early 70s.
Oh, sure. I think it was just massive.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to pull out a fucking bazooka and just like get out of his fucking window, like that would have been fucking cool.
Think about the laser sight in Terminator. Arnold has that giant
Oh, it's
45.
the length of the gun.
It's
Yeah.
true.
The
Mhm.
giant
Very
laser.
true.
Remember we was talking about Charlton Heston is contractually obligated to survive insane shit for a while. Remember the helicopter crash scene?
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just like the
I
when
mean,
he
that's
survived.
plot dependent. Like, did you know?
Yeah, no, it's just like I don't know why, but it was funny to me. Just like the way he looked after the helicopter crash. It's like all of his clothes were blown apart, and he had like all that fake blood all over him. I don't know why. It was funny.
Yeah,
But,
no, I thought that was hilarious too. I saw it and I was like, with how it went down, I was like, oh fuck, he's dead.
He's like,
I was
"Son,
I was laughing about like he gets the serum out and it's in this like 15 ml syringe. I was like, oh my god!
he ejected the whole fucking thing in him." I got a couple of facts. There wasn't a whole lot to dig up about this movie. We already established, this is like the second adaptation of the book. Charlton Heston, there's like this big deal about how this movie's like, oh, it's got an interracial kiss in it. It's like one of the few notable ones. I guess there's Star Trek. There's this. I think there's some other movie like from around the
interracial
same
boning in it.
boning,
Yeah.
too. And what's funny is like Rosalind Cash, who plays Lisa, like they were talking about this while they were making the movie, and like this was like her first big movie, like being in anything.
What else?
Yeah,
I don't know her from anything else.
So like I don't know what else she's been in, but so far this is like the highest profile thing she's done. And Charlton Heston in his book was talking about this conversation she was having, and she's like, I grew up watching, like I saw you in Ben-Hur and stuff, and then she after they did like that one scene where it's like they have sex or something, she goes, it's a spooky feeling to screw Moses. I laughed. It's pretty great.
That's a really good line.
The spooky feeling to screw Moses.
She's in the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai. She's in Clute. Yeah, she's in a few other things.
Okay. This is apparently like one of Tim Burton's favorite movies of all time. And
that
That's
checks
funny.
out.
Yeah, actually, I guess I get it.
Yeah,
it is
that
funny
checks out
because
a
he's
lot.
like, yeah, this is a desert island movie for me. And then he's like, here's the thing though, I can't explain why I like this movie so much. I just do.
That's fine. Sometimes you can't.
And it's like, I respect that because yeah, sometimes you do just like things you can't really like explain it. Instead of trying to like jump through hoops and justify it, just say, I just fucking like this thing. Leave me alone.
I like turtles. It's fine.
I like turtles. This is the way it is. It looks like a big title.
Some kind of big title.
Richard Matheson, the guy who wrote the book, he's like, he didn't like this too much. He said it was so far removed from the book that it's just whatever. That's kind of his opinion on it.
Yeah.
So I think he didn't care for the first one either. And nobody knows what his opinion of I Am Legend was because he never made it public. But he was like,
Oh.
Was he
really
still
old.
alive? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say he was dead.
No,
Yeah.
he died 2013, so he was like really old and died like 4 or 5 years after that or something.
He probably didn't even see it.
Probably not. But yeah, that's all I got for Omega Man.
It's FX.
When did Night of the Living Dead come out?
60.
60s.
Something.
And
I was
this
gonna
was
say 7, but that feels too late.
and this was 70s, right? This movie.
71.
71.
It
Why?
kind of.
1968. They're like Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, I'm so close.
Do you think they took like because you know how like they told exposition through like newscasting? That's what George A. Romero did in the Night of the Living Dead as well as well. And all his other movies, he does exposition of like the outbreak through newscasting and all
Could have
that
been
stuff.
influenced by. I think they did it in the movie Them in the 50s, though. Like I don't know that it was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
The way these guys look, there's like all kinds of things in this movie that remind me of stuff from other things.
Oh, sure.
Like the way I don't know what you call them, the diseased people, the family. They remind me of the way the vampires look in Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
a very similar look. It's just their eyes don't glow. But they have like that same complexion and like the crazy eyes.
You know, watching this, I kept getting reminded of Gone in 60 Seconds. I talked about it last week, but Gone in 60 Seconds, like the guy filmed it without filming permits. He just did it early in the morning and like drove around streets. And in this movie, he's even driving a Mustang. So like kind of the same thing. I was like thinking about other movies a little bit watching this.
Oh, okay. What else did I think of? Oh yeah, maybe this was just me, but I was watching this whole movie and like I said, I really dug it and everything. When I was like a little over halfway through it, I'm like, this movie reminds me a lot of a John Carpenter movie. I don't know why. It just has like a very similar vibe.
I've always kind of thought that. Yeah.
The dialogue, like the way it's shot, and like the setup of like this just feels like John Carpenter could have made this, but it was like 8 years too early or whatever before he started doing things.
Not only that, but another parallel to something we've seen, similar vibes in Night of the Comet for me.
Yeah, Night of the Comet. Yeah, same deal. It's like the whole city's completely abandoned and stuff. And I like fucking movies that do that. I don't know why. I like abandonment.
Yeah. And it's cool too because there's lots of post-apocalyptic movies, but this is one of the ones that has, in my opinion, one of the most interesting premises is that there's a catastrophic war to end mankind, but the United States isn't even involved. It's China and Russia are at war, and then biological warfare screws the whole planet. Like a war in another hemisphere in civilization. I don't. Something about that is interesting and novel, but they don't explore it too much. It just gives the excuse to have an intact city to base your movie in. I like that.
Is that what they say happened in the book, or is it different?
Good question.
You know, actually, I don't remember. Because that was also, the book was in the 50s, so like it's like very early Cold War propaganda stuff, right?
I don't even know if they would have been thinking about biological.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't remember if that was what was the premise or not, honestly. I think it definitely was a situation related to some type of biologic agent, but I can't remember if it was intentionally like, they're like, it's some type of warfare. Like it actually may have even been like just an unknown plague started. Yeah.
I mean, it's fiction. It could be anything. They were aware of chemical warfare, certainly in the 50s. So it could.
Oh yeah. No, I think it was more like what you would see with the zombie outbreak, kind of like it was like the basis of just people started getting sick and they didn't know why, and then
suddenly everything went to shit. Yeah,
because that's one thing I didn't like is like they give you they have to give you the reason he has it. So that, like there's the whole like, he just randomly plane crashes and I'll give myself the test vaccine. But if I recall correctly, there's really not an explanation as to why the protagonist is immune. Like that's kind of the interesting thing is like the whole point of the book is like this person's all alone or thinks they're all alone. All of what's left are these like things that are trying to kill him at night, and he's by himself.
Do they synthesize any kind of vaccine at the end, or is the end absolutely different?
No, it's absolutely different. Like humanity ends. Like that's what I'm saying.
Oh right,
like,
you said that.
Yeah.
You said that.
Yeah, like the ending's so different, and I would think he probably didn't like the ending of the other. Although I think it's more true. Like I Am Legend, like the latest movie, is more true to the book comparatively speaking, for better or worse. But it also deviates enough that it still hurts itself. But like at least some of the origin, and like again, it's focused much more on him being completely alone and by himself and not knowing what these things are that are trying to hurt him. Like where this is like different. He's like having conversations,
and then they catch him and lock him up.
Yeah, exactly.
I was trying to remember what that reminded me of, and I kept trying to think, is that a Twilight Zone? It's Slaughterhouse 5. It's making me think about Slaughterhouse 5.
Yeah. Old Ice 9.
Yeah, and in I Am Legend, they kind of do like a backstory too of his like family, what happened to his family. It crashes in the helicopter while they're trying to quarantine Manhattan because they blew up all the bridges and stuff.
Yeah, they're quarantining everything. And then one thing not that they couldn't do it in this movie, but that is something in the newer movie they really pushed is like enough time passes that there's like all this overgrowth and like nature has retaken the city. Like we don't really. I think at most a couple years have passed in this movie.
2.
Is that 2? Like it's specifically
Yeah.
2 from the outbreak, and to be fair, that's probably not enough for you to see radical change, but it could be enough. Like you would expect to see some overgrowth and whatnot because it's just not being upkept, right? So like that. That was interesting to like not see, but I get why it couldn't be done. Like I'd imagine like trying to turn large sets like that within the city so that you're showing that the city's destroyed without like doing it in a practical way and not having digital effects to do it is like probably damn near impossible. Or if you do it, you're just like spending way too much out of your budget for the aesthetic.
Oh yeah.
Do you think there's more like regular humans in the movie, because like we're only seeing a small portion of it, right? We're seeing Heston and the kids and that guy. Do you think there's more survivors, just hypothetically?
In other cities, there would have to be, right? That's what I kept thinking.
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing that makes the whole vaccine thing kind of silly because it's like, 2 years and he's not been infected at all because he's got the vaccine, and like I get it, they just need to give you a reason for it, but it's like you also have people who have either like effectively have not shown any signs or symptoms, or they're like barely showing symptoms because it's taking so long. And and it's just in a small like slice of the world. I mean, yeah, you would have to expect other areas of the world there are groups of people too. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I had a soft spot for the movie when I first the Will Smith movie when I first watched it. Like it had flaws, but like it's what got me interested in reading the book and stuff. So I think I really want to watch the original film now, Last Man on Earth, kind of just see how it holds up. It's a cool premise. Just depends on where you go with it.
It's on Tubi. FYI.
On Tubi. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, I watched this on Philo, which I didn't know what the fuck was Philo until
Me
like
neither.
yeah. Did you keep on getting the same ad with that
That lady.
Yeah, that lady, and I was just like, stop it, please.
Yeah, you're watching Soul Flicks. Yeah, actually, I went to the bathroom. I'm sitting at work, and it's a little TMI, but I'm sitting there taking a shit, watching it at work, and I'm like, man, this is great. I'm watching a movie, getting paid while I poop. And then that woman comes on, and it's not one of those quick bits. It was like a full 2 minutes, and she just keeps going in and off the screen, and it just keeps showing the logo, and I'm like, the fuck's happening? Like, give me an ad?
Yeah, she'll do like this. She'll go, watch it, and then she'll like go off the camera. And
Yeah,
then...
it's so weird. Somebody stared at that for 2 minutes. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, cool.
Weird.
Yeah.
I rented it.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if there. Is there multiple versions? I should look that up.
I don't believe so.
I don't think there is.
Okay. All right. Well, I recommend the movie because I like it. So, what about you guys?
I recommend the movie because I like it.
Okay.
I actually recommend it because they like it, and yeah, it's good enough.
Reason.
Zach, what about you?
I recommend this movie. I also recommend the Police song, The Omega Man, which might be based off of this movie.
Yeah,
Interesting.
maybe actually.
Hey. All right. Well, since it's the season finale, we don't have what's next, so we are going straight.
Here's what's next. Lots of extra stuff, lots of side projects, and you're going to follow all of us on our solo stuff. Big Trouble Rips, Turbo Blaze, Getting Some Collar, Living in Nightmares, Lost in Nightmares. Both of them. I'm going to do it every time. But yeah, in the meantime, we're going to rank everything we just watched for this month, and then we're going to rank some other stuff. But we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to go first because I'm already talking. How do you like that? I can't remember the points I did. Okay, here we go. Blood of Heroes, movie's fine, 1 point. Honestly, I was kind of down on it, but we didn't talk about it during the show, but I was down on Blood of Heroes. I'm sorry. Number 3, Visitor to the Museum. Honestly, of all the shows we've ever watched in the whole history of the podcast, I think that's the one that I had the biggest change of heart of during the episode. Like at first I was like, man, this movie sucks. And at the end I was like, I want to see the movie again. Anyway, and then Soylent Green is number 2 with 5 points. Omega Man is number 1 with 6 points. I like them both, but Omega Man edges it out for sure.
All right, I'll go next. So I chose A Visitor to a Museum at number 4 with 2 points. No hate. I still liked it, but I liked Blood of Heroes more, so I gave that 3 points. Soylent Green with 4 points, and then the Omega Man with 6 points. All right, who's picking up next?
I'll go. That's fine. I put A Visitor to a Museum at 1 point. I mean, it was fine. Just it was also largely unwatchable for the situation I watched it. We talked about that, but I would love to give that movie a second chance if we get another format that's better. So hopefully in the future that happens. Blood of Heroes at 2. The movie's not like, I don't know. I don't need to defend it. Like, it was okay, but I don't know. I had sports vibes. I liked the vibe of the movie. The whole apocalyptic setup was kind of cool.
Rather watch Rollerball.
Yeah, it gave me that type of vibe. Like, it was kind of like that. So it was fine. And then
Like the only person that's ever said that.
What? Watch Rollerball over Blood of Heroes?
I'd rather watch Rollerball just in any situation.
The movie's not that bad.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was gonna say, have you ever seen Rollerball? It's all right. It's a good time.
Oh yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it had the 2 points. I then go to Soylent Green, 5 points. Had a big jump in points there. Soylent Green was great, and then the Omega Man 7 points. Movie's just like it's a fun movie. And for what the premise of the movie is, it doesn't deserve to be fun, but it is a total hoot.
On paper, it sounds like a bummer.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, this is gonna be a drag, and then you're watching it and the music, and you're like, oh yeah, this is cool.
It's just like driving around with a machine gun and a top-down Mustang, like funk music's playing. You're like, yeah, this movie's a good time.
We didn't talk about it, but now's the time to. That whole bit where he gets the new Mustang and he's talking about,
he's talking,
this way, and he's like, you greedy bastard.
It's funny. He says, "I'm not crazy about the paint job." I was like, I am. I like that color.
That's pretty good. All right, Zach.
Okay. Got Blood of Heroes at 4 with 2 points. I kind of liked it for what it was. I already explained why I liked it. I'd like to see the international version, Salute of the Jugger, to see how different it is. I have a Visitor to a Museum at 3 with 3 points. I liked that movie. I don't know. I think I was the only one that just came out and said, I like this movie. If you guys don't like it, tough shit. Soylent Green at 2 with 4 points. And Omega Man at 1 with 6 points. Now, here's the thing. I actually think Soylent Green is a better movie than Omega Man.
Wow.
But I let Omega Man have 2 more points because nobody ever fucking talks about that movie. At least Soylent Green gets talked about.
Yeah,
like mostly as a punchline thing, like a joke. Like,
yeah,
I remember
it's just the cultural reference of Soylent Green is people. That's all you got.
It's like Omega Man has completely slipped through the cracks of the, pop culture.
That's what it needed, is a big, memorable Charlton Heston line at the end. Is you blew it all to hell, you maniacs, or Soylent Green is people. That's what you needed, but now they ain't got it.
His line was, "I'm dead. I've been crucified for everybody to see him."
His final line was
God.
There's no punch there.
No.
Lisa is people.
And he wasn't even the Omega Man.
He thought he was.
Yeah, but he wasn't though.
Until he found out he wasn't.
Until he wasn't anymore. But anyway, if those at home who have the little, those cards that boomers use to keep track of baseball scores, if you're keeping track, you now know that the final master list is The Blood of Heroes at 4, A Visitor to Museum at 3, which I believe only got it by like a point, and then Soylent Green at 3 or 2. I'm sorry, and the Omega Man at number 1. Of course, we all loved the Omega Man the most.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, since we're at the end of the season, we came up. I think Chaz came up with the idea of ranking all the movies that we watched in season 4, the number 1 movie.
I wanted to rank everything.
Yeah, we'll call it officially. This is a Big Trouble season 4 best of the best ranking. We are taking the top movies from each of the months that we had. Yeah, and we're gonna just say what the best movie of the season was based on those rankings.
And just to recap, the 2020 horror theme was The Phantom Carriage. Dark Knight November was The Batman, the one with Robert Pattinson. And the Naughty List, Ice Cube edition of War of the Worlds. Adam Sandler month was The Uncut Gems. Cape Shit, which is Superman of 1978. Anime, which was Akira. And then June month, I fucking hate saying that. I should never came up with that fucking theme. Terminator 2, and then
Why'd you have to call it June month? You could have just called it June month. Why did you have to?
I didn't even remember that it being called that. I was just thinking it was the Terminator month.
Yeah,
me too.
And then post-apocalypse month, which is Mega Man.
Terminator 2, by the way, a little bit of an asterisk on that one. We didn't even watch it this season.
Yeah,
that's actually
funny.
true. Yeah, we ranked it because it stood out of the other movies. So it's actually funny that we didn't even watch it. That's a movie from last year.
Well, if we did a Terminator month, we had to include it. We can't just be like everything except Terminator 2.
Well, okay, hold on, because I want to make sure. Did everyone watch Terminator 2 during the June month?
Yeah,
I did.
I did too. Andy, did you watch Terminator 2?
No. I've seen Terminator 2 like 30 times. Come on.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway. And Terminator 2 is just sneaking in there at the top, even though it technically wasn't in the list, but that is okay. So, so what we're going to do is basically we're going to just rank these movies as well, or we have ranked them, and then kind of talk about it. And I thought with this one, like, we could kind of, instead of just simply just saying what our list is, I think if you have something notable to say about a specific movie, or more importantly, like your number one, like give us why you think that's the one that stands above the others, and then we can go on, because it does look like there are, like, at least in our list, 3 different movies make number one for each of us for different reasons. So I think that's a thing to talk about.
Mine's number one with an asterisk in a way, but whatever.
Yeah, but let's.
My whole list is asterisk because I don't go based off of like critiquing. I just go, I enjoy this movie. If I had to choose from top to bottom, this is what I would watch. I'd probably not watch War of the Worlds again, but you know what I mean.
You go first, Dubs.
Okay, so I'll start at the bottom. Fuck War of the Worlds. They got 0 points and kiss my ass.
I want to note to the fans too. If you're listening and you're like, why in the world is this movie on a best of the best list? It's because when we ranked in that month, we ranked in reverse order, and we put our most hated movie as number one because it was
how much coal Santa would bring the movie.
Yeah,
the naughty.
So it is like the one movie that stands out.
It's available wherever you're hearing this. You can hear that. All right.
Yeah,
anyway.
you should go listen to it. It's profound.
Yes.
Anyways, sorry, Dubs. Go ahead.
At number 7, The Phantom Carriage with 2 points. I remember us liking that movie when we did the horror because it was not a silent movie, was it?
Yeah.
It was a silent. Yeah, it was a silent movie, and I was like, this is kind of better than Dr. Caligari, in my opinion.
Ooh.
I think. My opinion.
That's a big opinion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Akira with 3 points. I did like
Dubs isn't a weed.
Come on, you gotta justify it. This is your chance. Let's go.
I like
what the fuck, Dubs? Why is it so low?
Yeah, explain yourself.
I like Perfect Blue more than Akira, and I like all these other movies better than Akira. So
that's fair.
Yeah. At number 5 with 4 points, I have Superman because I dig Christopher Reeves as Superman. The Uncut Gems at number 4 with 5 points because
you're Bret Harting it. The Uncut Gems.
Yeah, that was funny too.
With the Adam Sandler,
the WCW,
the WCW, the Uncut Gems, and then at number 3 I got The Batman.
I mean, at least that's what it's called.
That's the real title. There's no
title.
Bret Harting.
The Batman at 6 points because Robert Pattinson surprised me, and that's pretty high. Like, we have to do like a whole Batman ranking one day just to see what is the better Batman movie.
We've seen them all. I guess whenever the Batman 2 comes out, that would be the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rank them all.
You guys ever watch Batman 1966?
Yes.
I've seen it before. We haven't watched it on the show.
You know
Though.
the Adam
For the
West
show,
movie where
yeah.
he dances to win.
It's got bat shark repellent in it. That's the high water mark.
It's got some days you can't just get rid of a bomb. Which
That's
is like one of
true.
my favorite- I fucking love that.
The nuns.
Oh god.
And at number 2, the Omega Man. The reason why, because Charlton Heston is fucking cool as fuck, and he deserves number 2. But number 1, I'm a Terminator mark with Terminator 2.
Yeah, that was a done deal.
Yeah. With 13 points. There you go.
13 points. Hot damn.
Yeah.
I think that's the highest scoring. Well,
It technically is.
technically is the highest scoring film. I'm gonna go next. War of the Worlds gets no points. Duh.
Can you please read exactly what you typed?
I put fucking lol, no points.
I'm sorry, I just enjoyed that a lot.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Number 7, The Phantom Carriage. I do like that movie. As time has gone on, I remember less of it. And that's not to say, oh, it's actually a bad movie. No, it is a really good movie, and I can see myself watching it again one day. It's just not as memorable as, say, Superman. And also, it has the most unlikable main character, which is the point. That's fine. But anyway, Phantom Carriage, 2 points. Superman at number 6 with 3 points. Superman's fine. I do like it. One of the most memorable main themes in a movie that we've ever watched. It's stuck in my head right now, just thinking about it. God damn it.
John Williams joint.
Yep. It hurt me to do it, but after a lot of reflection, I decided to combat recency bias as hard as I could, and I put the Omega Man at number 5 with 4 points. Yeah, I love this movie dearly, but ultimately it went to number 5. Uncut Gems. At first, Uncut Gems and Omega Man had the same amount of points, but I had to move them around. So Uncut Gems is at number 4 with 5 points. I like the movie a lot. I saw it in theaters. I've seen it twice since then, and I know I'm going to see it more in the future. That movie's cool. Terminator 2 is at 3rd place with 6 points. It's like one of the best movie theater experiences ever put to celluloid. Like, that movie's great. The Batman is far and away the biggest surprise of anything we've ever watched. Because I spent literal years saying, lol, cape shit, I'm never going to watch another Superman movie. And then you guys are like, we're going to watch the Batman. And I was like, I guess I'll watch this steaming pile. And then I was like, holy shit, this is the best comic book movie I've ever seen.
Yes.
I tried to tell you.
No, everyone tried to tell me, they're like, you'd probably like it. It's basically a David Fincher movie or whatever.
Yeah, I literally curated a movie night for us and our local friends years ago to get everyone warmed up to the idea that, hey, this guy actually might be good for this role. You guys should really watch this Batman movie. It's really good. It took so long, and then it came to fruition. Warms my heart to hear you say that, because the movie kicks ass.
No, yeah, the Batman is the best Batman movie.
Yeah.
The Tim Burton one is 2nd place, but no, the Batman is the best one.
I'll give you that one. I won't argue that.
And then, the Batman has 10 points. It's at number 2. Akira has 10 points, but it's at number 1. Akira is a foundational film for me. But ultimately, we're not ranking them based on what we think the best movie is. We're ranking them based on what our favorite movie is. And Akira is just something like I saw at the right point in my life, and it made me seek out other media that have also since influence. I had to go read the manga, and I had to do all this other stuff. Akira's great. I love that movie to death. That's a very me kind of flick, so I had to put it at number 1.
All right, who's next?
Zach, you want to go? I kind of want to save my bit for last. I'll be honest.
Okay, sure. War of the Worlds is dead last. I said fuck you to that movie. Number 8.
That translates
Superman.
to 0 points for those that don't
It's
speak
0.
English.
Fuck you means 0 points.
Right.
Superman is number 7 with 1 point. That's
I
not
was surprised by that.
Yeah, it's not because Superman sucks. It's just because it's Superman in the midst of all these movies. It's more or less.
True. That makes some sense.
I like Phantom Carriage quite a bit at 3, and I do remember that movie. It hasn't left my memory at all. And I don't know. I might watch it every now and then for New Year's or whatever or something. Omega Man's 3 points as well, but I ranked it above Phantom Carriage just because of what I was saying. Where it's like more people should fucking see this movie.
100%.
Uncut Gems is 4. The Uncut Gems with 5 points.
The Uncut Gems.
The Uncut Gems.
It does make
really
it sound
like-
like a tag team or some shit.
It kind of does. Well, I'm going to make that a tag team in my wrestling game now.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's literally Kevin Garnett and just a really shady Jewish guy.
Exactly. But I really like that
Yeah,
movie.
MJF.
I like how anxious it makes you feel and all that other shit. And I love the ending. The ending of that, like I said before, before the ending of that movie, I was like, this is a really good movie. And then the ending happened, and I was like, oh, they had balls. This is a really good movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Akira at number 3 with 7 points. I really like Akira. Yeah, it's a kind of a foundational anime thing for me too. But I'm like Dubs though. I like Perfect Blue a little more than Akira.
No, it's more of a you movie.
It is. You're right. I like more psychos and shit. I mean, Tetsuo becomes psycho.
So is a psycho, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like David Lynch Psycho or something. The Batman is number 2 with 10 points. I really like that movie a lot. And I was trying to tell people who didn't want to see it because they had superhero fatigue and shit like Andy. There was others. I was like, no, you really got to watch this movie. It's actually really fucking good. Forget all that other mediocre shit. And I got Terminator 2 at 1 with 11 points. Just because Terminator 2 is like the GOAT, the best sequel ever made. Probably, I guess. It's like you're going to argue, is it Star Wars? Almost said Phantom Menace. Empire.
Is it the Phantom Menace or is it Rise of the Machines? Which is the best one?
Which is the best one? I'd rather watch the Phantom Menace than Rise of the Machines. I'm
Jar
sorry.
Jar is the key of everything.
That's what I call pod
We can get Jar Jar working.
He's the key.
But yeah, Terminator 2 is like, oh, holy, it did so much stuff, and it's so great and iconic, and it's so iconic that it's like a phrase. This is so and so is the Terminator 2 of the franchise. It's just like a thing people say. And yeah, plus somebody could make an argument for what was I going to say? Hang on, sorry.
Whoa.
Something was going on in the background of my computer. Anyway, so
edit that out.
Yeah.
Done.
I'm done. I lost my train of thought. That completely derailed me.
Yeah.
I had something I was going to say that was really important, and then it just that completely.
Chaz will be in the middle of his. He'll be. And anyway, so Uncut Gems and Zach. Wait a minute, I know.
Zach didn't have anything else to say. He finds that Terminator 2 is so profound that he actually had a stroke.
I remember now. Somebody could make an argument for it's a sequel though. I hate fucking arguments like that, honestly. Because especially in this case, because it's like, who the fuck is going to say, oh, what if somebody never watched Terminator 1? Who the fuck is not going to watch Terminator 1? That's so stupid. Shut up.
I don't think it matters. I think you can enjoy Terminator 2 without seeing Terminator 1. I think we all agreed that's how we did it.
Yeah,
I know, but
watched the first one yet. Yeah,
there's people out there that try to make this argument. It's like, well, you sequel, you got to.
Yeah, you're one of them. You're one of these people who's like, I can't do a sequel until I do all the original stuff.
Yeah,
That's
but he
video games.
Yeah, but he doesn't say what the example he gave where he's like, oh, you need to watch the first one or it sucks.
as an argument of quality.
Yeah.
It's not because of an argument of quality. It's an argument because I have autism. That's what it is.
Okay. Fair enough. It's just you're patient number one as far as I've ever seen of oh no, I can't do that one thing because I haven't played the 16 things from the 80s first.
I think we kind of
just do it.
A point in case the Ocarina of Time. He's
Zelda.
like, I gotta play through all these first.
Well, I played the first Zelda though before that.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
So,
Dubs, what did you have to say?
And we kind of ruined him with Star Trek because we were just like, we're gonna go watch all these other shows that happened after, and he's like, I'm choosing original.
Yeah, I did that in protest. I was like, nobody wants to talk about the original.
Star Trek is in syndication. That's fine. You can watch Star Trek in any order.
Yeah, and Star Trek, I would argue is fine. You can watch it out of order and it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. And X-Files too. You could do that as well.
But that's it. Okay, Chaz, do your thing.
All right. So I want to just state that I definitely still stick to the fact that War of the Worlds 2025 is the single worst film I have ever watched, and it was so bad. And the fact that it had to be listed here, I gave it -70. I gave every other. I did a bit. I gave every other movie on this list an additional 10 points because that's how fucking bad this movie is. So, and I'm hopeful that after this recording, I never have to talk about it again. So we'll see. But it'll
War
have
of Worlds 2 will come out with Ice Cube.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, I'll have to tell someone about how bad it is. My hemorrhoid will start to rage out again. But, so, yeah, keep it with a grain of salt that all the points are skewed 10 points because of that. But I'm going to just give them as they are because no one said I couldn't do it. So, Superman gets 11 points. I have at number 7. Number 6. I'll go back. I had never watched Superman, and maybe, I don't know. It's fine. I thought Superman was fine. But it just didn't.
I'm going to go Christopher Reeve's grave and tell him you said that about his life's work.
That movie would be so much better if it didn't have the stupid reverse time bullshit at it.
Yeah. Oh, and then the ending really, really hurts that movie for sure. But there's aesthetics to it that were really cool.
You ever read a Superman comic before 1980?
I'm not saying it shouldn't be. I'm saying I would enjoy that movie more. I'm not saying, oh, it's super accurate and that makes it good. I'm saying it would be more entertaining if it didn't have the stupid. Honestly, get rid of Christopher Reeves altogether and just have a Gene Hackman for 2 hours being Lex Luthor. Best and most entertaining possible product.
I just want to watch 2 hours of Gene Hackman concocting plots and schemes to take over parts of the world, not even the whole world, just parts of the world.
Parts of it.
He has to rob a bank. Lampoon the opening scene of Dark Knight, but do it with the Gene Hackman, Lex Luthor, and a bunch of goons. That's your opening scene. Take that, Hollywood.
That'd be pretty good. All right, number 6, I have The Phantom Carriage with 13 points. So, of note, looking at this, this film probably surprised me more than any film on the list because as I was watching it, it was I honestly was not giving it my full attention. It's a silent film. I should have been. But as the movie went on, it became so stressful near the end. It's also the one movie I actually had emotional diarrhea with on this list of those films. There were other films we watched through the year that I probably would have ranked. I ranked higher or ranked differently than some of the ones that are on here. But I also had the same thing. But yeah, this movie actually really upset me at the end, and in a good way. I liked the movie, so definitely something I plan to go back and watch. A very underrated movie. Number 5, I have the Omega Man. Just when I compare it to the other films that we had on the list, it was man, this movie's great, and I do have some recency bias, but it's just the other films, I don't know, just hit differently for me. But yeah, I gave it 14 points. Number 4, I have Uncut Gems at 15 points. Another movie that just stressed me the fuck out. I don't think I'd been that stressed watching a movie toward the end, except for probably since Whiplash.
I knew it.
Yeah, it very much has that Whiplash. Oh god, I need a fucking cigarette right now. And I do love that they had the balls to end the movie the way they did. It's really what sold it for me. Basically, from the moment he gives the speech to Kevin Garnett when his life just falls apart and he goes, fuck it, now I'm doubling down on all of this, gives the speech to KG, decides to go on the bet, and then you watch that whole sequence play out in the last 20 minutes of the movie. It's fucking brilliant. I love it. I cannot wait to watch the movie again, honestly. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was raving about how good the movie is. It's fantastic. Number 3, I have Terminator 2, 16 points. Honestly, I don't really know what to say. You guys already said it all. It's arguably the best sequel ever made. It's one of the best action movies ever made. It was a big part of my childhood. It's one of those movies I can distinctly remember as a kid. Yeah. And I watched it before the original. It's set it's fantastic. I love it. Number 2, I have Akira at 19 points. This was one of the films this year that I had watched for the first time and said, now I get what that's from. There were a lot of references because of how germane. I'm gonna be pretentious and use the word germane. Akira is germane to like the following 30 years of film and animation that exists, right? Like it's just so integral to some of the not between the animation techniques that are used, the plot points that are used in the film. It's a phenomenal movie. I'm really glad I finally watched it. I would like to eventually read the manga at some point, but
it's good.
Yeah, I know you kept talking about it in bits, and it seems great.
I've been trying to like entertain you guys by sending some spoiler-free, interesting panels from the manga in the chat. I don't know if it's helping or not.
Yeah, it definitely piqued my interest. It's just like why don't we have the time to do that?
Keep doing it.
It takes less time to read a manga than it does a book.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like a comic. It's like reading a comic book.
Yeah. And then number one, I have the Batman at 22 points.
Batman.
Yeah, this film is so good. Yeah, I think I'm really happy to feel justified because it's a movie that like for a long time I had this take that this was the best Batman movie or my favorite at least, and it felt like I couldn't even talk about that because how many people would be like, "How dare you rank this over the original?"
It's the best Batman movie. He's actually a detective in it. It's the best one.
I just gave Andy permission that it's fine, so it's fine.
Yeah,
but I'm saying he's the Batman Authority.
I'm just saying
I'm
for
the Batman Authority. That's my favorite movie, and I just told you guys to your face, it's fine.
Yeah, I know, but like before we watched this, I legitimately had this whole like trepidation to bring it up and say,
like, "You son of a bitch! How could you?"
Yeah, I know. Like, somebody's like, "Well, how would you rate that over any of the Nolan films?" Or like again, the Tim Burton films.
Yeah, the Batman is way better than the Nolan films. I said it.
Yeah,
I said it too.
It almost sucks to say because it was like it was a cultural norm for like a decade.
It was
like, those movies are brilliant. There will never be a better Superman movie or a better superhero movie. I meant to say, and for a while there wasn't.
I mean, to be fair, like we're approaching 20 years from when the Dark Knight came out, and I guarantee you, this Halloween I will see someone dressed up, unironically, as Why So Serious Joker. Like that's where we're at. It's still that much of a presence.
It didn't negate those movies being good.
No, not at all. Not at all. I just meant more like what impact generally those movies had. Like the Batman is just a better movie. It in my opinion, it is the best live Batman adaptation, and I also think it's better than any of the animated ones too. I think it's better than Mask. I think it's the best.
Yeah, it's better than Mask of the Phantasm. You can say it because it's true. Yeah. Mask of the Phantasm is masterpiece as well.
But I'm just very happy I can admit it.
And technically, we've watched Mask of the Phantasm on the show. How do you like that?
We'll have to rank that when we do our Batman ranking.
Oh, it absolutely has to be in there. It ranks higher than like
a lot of the others. Yeah, for sure.
Since we're on this topic and Chaz brought up everybody dressing up as Joker for Halloween, the Tom Hardy Bane costume is the most laziest costume creative thing you could do as a Halloween.
But everyone can do the impression. That's what's important.
Oh.
Exactly. You feel like you're a drug?
The fire rises.
Speak of the devil, he shall appear.
I'm not that one.
He's like, I can't do it. All right, anyway, we have the Batman at number one. It's where I'm at. It is my favorite of the list there. So
you're the only one who put the Batman at number one, and yet with all the points added up, I think Batman wins.
Batman wins.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing, and that's what I was looking at. Is like it's not like a bias. Like I did give it a lot of points, but Terminator also had a lot of points, and if it helps, it was very, very close between Terminator and Batman. But the thing is that two people have it ranked number two. You literally have it tied for your first one. And then the lowest Batman is third for anybody. So
honestly, if I'd have seen all of these movies for the first time this year, I think Batman would be number one. It's just Akira was something I saw, and it made me who I am today, a weeb.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, when the points are all added up, like I mean, honestly, Akira would have been much higher, but Dubs like apparently hated it. I went back and looked, and Dubs like, I don't know what barnacle was on your ass when we did anime, but you actually ranked Akira last of all 4 films we watched.
Wait, did I?
You straight up did. I was like curious. We were talking about Perfect
What
Blue,
a
and I was like,
bitch.
I wonder how I ranked it. Yeah,
And then he
you
was
have-
like, "Hey, by the way, I bought that $130 box set of the manga."
yeah, you have a kid.
Hey.
To be fair, you have them all like very close together. but
Listen,
you do
I mean,
have
that's-
Akira
that's-
at last.
We've said it many times. Sometimes we just watch all good movies, and it's
Oh,
hard to
for
rank.
sure.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, no, that's no
Let-
doubt what it was.
like Royal Space Force, I was like really fucking surprised with that movie. Like, I thought that was good. No offense, Andy. I thought that was gonna be my last.
I did
it.
too, honestly.
Yeah.
I just wanted to watch something I'd never seen before, and I'd owned that movie for years. And then when I watched it, I was like, "Why the fuck did I watch this years ago?"
Yeah, movie kicked ass actually. Yeah. I guess now that we're on that, any honorable mentions to throw out there from the year of movies we watched, like things we should go back and just tell people before we do this final master
Deep
list.
Space Nine.
All right, fucking loser. Yeah, of course. I've been saying it all like for the last 3
It
months.
got first place that month. Come on.
Yeah. Deep Space Nine's amazing. You should definitely watch it.
Master
watch
of
the
Disguise.
Twilight,
No, I'm kidding.
Oh no.
I was telling someone the other day that Master of Disguise wasn't the worst movie that we had watched this year. And they were like, "How?" And I said, "Hang on."
Hold on a minute.
Hold on.
Hold on.
We'll
brother.
get
Hold on.
there.
All right, that's actually
Spaceman
really
was
funny.
cool. From when we did our Adam Sandler shit.
Yeah, you guys were surprised with that. When I first mentioned it, I remember seeing you guys going, "Ugh, like what is that?" And then you guys,
brought up Spaceman. That Spaceman.
No, I just
was one
didn't
of the
know.
other
I
movies
had
that
no
made me
idea.
cry.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Spaceman's the other movie that made me cry. I really liked that movie,
That's
but
a
I
great
mean,
movie.
Uncut Gems almost gave me a heart attack. So
Yeah,
why-
like it's kind of unfair that Uncut Gems was in it. Like nothing was going to beat.
like
You could choose almost any movie Adam Sandler's ever made, and I think Uncut Gems was going to win.
actually, I'm looking back, and what's really funny is that month, by the way, was a unanimous. We had the exact same points in the exact same order for all 4 movies.
I mean,
it
was pretty clear.
Shout out to Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. It was the best movie of the bad movies we watched.
It definitely was.
And it was also 2 movies.
And it was also 2
arguably-
movies. And it was the most entertaining one. Somebody almost died in a car accident in that movie.
Yeah, arguably
That makes it better.
the best
Yeah.
sequel that we watched this year because we technically didn't watch Terminator 2.
I mean, you guys already said you like Perfect Blue more than Akira, so I feel like that's a perfect honorable mention.
I mean,
Perfect Blue gets talked about a lot though too. You know?
Perfect Blue is a great film. I definitely recommend you watch it. But yeah, Akira's better in my opinion.
Yes, sir. True
Yeah.
facts. Also, I liked Hellboy more than Superman. Whatever.
No, that's bullshit. Hang on.
I mean,
Yeah.
I had Superman last. I ranked Constantine and Spawn over it too. I just didn't like.
No, whoa. Hang on.
I'm sorry.
We did this months ago. We can't retread this.
Yeah, we're not
Never
retreading.
can.
You're not gonna change my mind. Like I watched the newest Superman, and I think it was better.
All right, real quick. Hypothetically, if we did this true to form, Terminator, not Terminator 2 Judgment Day, would be on this list. How different would your list be if we were ranking Terminator instead of the other stuff? Don't agonize over it too much. Just give it to me from the hip.
Oh, Batman would outrank it. Terminator for me, easy.
The Terminator.
The Terminator would be number 5 for me. Like Uncut Gems and Omega Man would go above it.
Terminator
Yeah, I'd put it on. I'd slide it in above Superman for me.
Yeah, I'd have
Maybe
I'd have it
above Omega Man, actually. Maybe.
I'd have it very close or the same with Omega Man. So yeah, either above Omega Man or right below it between Omega Man and Phantom Carriage.
I'd-
Yeah, it's not the same as Uncut Gems for sure.
I'd probably put the Terminator at number 3. The Batman would be at number 1, and Omega Man would still be at number 2.
Like the Toyminator more than Akira.
Wait, why would Batman jump Omega Man?
I'm gonna
Because
do my
Batman
own,
beats Omega Man. Did you ever see the crossover comic?
I'm talking about my own list. I'm not talking about the master list. I'm talking about my own list.
No, I'm looking at your list. You have Omega Man at 2 and Batman at 3, and you said that Terminator would go to number 3, and then you said Batman would go to number 1 and Omega Man would go to number 2. Why would Batman jump Omega Man for you?
Because I like the Omega Man more than the Batman. I'm like,
Dude, No, I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying that you're having the Batman jump over Omega Man. Why would you have it jump if Terminator fell? Wouldn't Omega Man just be your number one?
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, okay.
Holy fuck. Oh,
you're
God.
good. You said it backwards. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why would you?
All right, I'm sorry I asked. Let's move on. To reiterate, the master list is War of the Worlds, Superman, Phantom Carriage, Omega Man, Uncut Gems, Akira, Terminator 2, and The Batman is the best film that we watched for Big Trouble in Little Podcast season 4? 4.
Yeah, and
4 seasons. Wow, we've done this a lot.
There you go.
Give it to him. Give it to The Batman.
It's kind of funny the first time we're doing this and we gave it to a fucking superhero movie. Hell yeah.
Honestly, that for me is one of the moments of the podcast. Since you and I started it, like that's just like the Batman being a surprise. That's where it is.
It legitimately is one of my favorite things. I was so happy. How much you
Although you guys are lucky we didn't do Akira Kurosawa movies this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
there would have been a fight.
I'm gonna get really sappy, Andy. After we watched that episode and I reflected on it a little bit, that's how I realized like how much our friendship means. That it made me so genuinely happy that you liked that movie so much, and I was like, I guess I like that guy.
Finally.
All right. Well, it's not the end yet because we still have to do a host credit scene, and this
final one.
Yeah, this will be changing, but it will still be part of the thing. So here we go.
No.
Yeah, get this out here.
It's not silent anymore. It's not silent. Ah!
It's
something about it.
Sting.
The new graphic should just be Sting hitting the camera in the face with a chair that says host credits scene.
What if you got a video? Could you do an AI video of a mime dressed as Sting?
Yeah, I could do that.
Silent Stinger?
No more silence. No more silence. This is the age of sound. We're getting into our talkie era. All right, but anyway, host credit scene is where we talk about what we've watched, played, and done, and we're going to get it all out there. This episode might run a little long, so I'm going to remind all of you, I think all of us work tomorrow, so take it easy.
Eagles.
What?
The Eagles. Take it easy.
What about the Eagles?
Take it easy.
Oh, the song. That's stupid.
I did an
fucking Eagles, man.
I did an Opie thing. I fucking hate it because he does that all the time.
He sings. You heard a song.
Yeah. God damn it.
You didn't sing it. You just.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what? For that, you get to go first. Go.
Okay, so I finished.
If you dare talk about Dabbleverse shit.
No, I actually kind of held back a little bit because I get too overwhelmed with shit, and I'm just like, fucking stupid ass people, and I get annoyed and shit. But anyway, I finished the Sonic portion of Sonic 3. I beat that 3 phases of the boss battle at the end, and I almost had a conniption, and I had to slow myself down.
Honestly, it wouldn't be so mind-numbing if every time you died, you didn't have to wait through the stupid little flying, and the Knuckles was like, yeah.
Yeah, I got so fucking mad. I'm like, I just kept on yelling at my sword, like, I gotta see this stupid fucking thing again. Because like you do the part where the fucking ball shoots out of the thing, and I kept on fucking it up where I would just keep on getting hit, and I would always end up with 2 rings.
That one's in a perfect place because when you get frustrated, you get the timing off, and that boss becomes hard again. But as long as you stay in the zone, that boss is simple as hell.
Yeah. The second phase is easy because you could like hit multiple times, and then when he's the mech and shit, that's where I got fucking annoyed because you have to hit him just right in the face. And then there's a part where he goes low, and sometimes he'll like back up, but when you jump, you still hit the spikes. Sometimes I'm not that great at Sonic, but I did it. I beat it.
You did it. That's a tough boss. That ain't a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so
for real.
So I'm playing the Knuckles side right now. I really enjoy it. Like I said, the levels are fucking cool.
How far are you? Are you out of Mushroom Hill Zone or whatever?
I finished the first level as Knuckles, which I think doesn't it start from the beginning though, like from the start? Because I did the mushroom thing at the end, but it was as Sonic. It was weird. The origins thing is weird. I think it's not similar to Sonic 3, the original.
I don't know. I don't know what you're describing. It should have been Launch Base Zone, and then you go straight to Mushroom Hill Zone, and then it is Flying Fortress Zone. What's the name of that zone, Zach?
Flying batteries.
Flying Battery Zone. That's it.
Mhm.
And then the desert, and then et cetera, et
Scandopolis.
cetera.
Yeah.
Lava Reef.
So
Lava Reef. That's right. That's one of my fucking favorites. Lava Reef.
Yeah.
I also have a weird soft spot for Symbolism. I think that level's cool. It has all those weird like they're not puzzles per se, but you like the loops where you have to make sure that you jump at the right time.
Oh yeah, or else you get stuck in the spooky ghosts.
Or like in the ghosts.
They get little, at first they're cute little guys, and then they become demons. I fucking love Sonic 3 Knuckles. Those kids are so fucking good. Anyway, we're gonna talk about Sonic 3 all night. Whatever.
yeah, but I'm having fun with it. I'm probably gonna beat it to the fullest. I'll probably play the secret levels because I'm enjoying the game as well. Gaming wise, that's the only thing I played. I mean, I bought a bunch of indie games that I got. Let me go open up my thing real quick. But let me just opening up my Steam thing here. I bought Hunt Down, which is like a cyberpunk side-scrolling shoot 'em up.
That game rules.
I bought
I
it.
recommend everybody play that game.
Yeah, I bought Look Outside, which is like a RPG horror game.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, I got Flesh Made Fear, which is like a survival horror that has a mixture of like Silent Hill and Resident Evil.
Well, this and living in nightmares.
Yeah, I bought I bought Mouthwashing.
Good, finally.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you to play that. It's a classic.
Yeah. I bought Katana Zero.
That game rules.
Yeah, I bought Ground Zero, which is a Korean Resident Evil type of game. Hollow Body, The Messenger, and then I talked about it in Messenger as The Takeover, which is kind of like a Streets of Rage game. Saint Slayer Spear of Sacrilege is one of the podcasts that I listened to, Last Stand Media, which has Colin Moriarty. He built his own Castlevania game, essentially.
So you've become the quintessential Steam gamer. You buy multiple games on sale and play almost none of them.
No, I am going to play this because...
I know.
Yeah.
Prove it. That's all.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, these AAA games are huge. You know, I talked about it. Like, every fucking game needs to be open world now. Every game has to have a laundry list of jobs that I have to do in order to fucking move along the story. I could be a fucking chump and just speed run it, but then what's the point of me buying an $80 game when I'm just spending 2 hours or 3 hours of doing the main story? But what I like about these retro games is that I could pick it up, I could turn it on, I could play a couple of hours, and I feel like I accomplished it. But when I play AAA games, I go, wow, it only feels like I only scratched the surface. So that's why I'm like looking into side-scroller games. And I also want to get good at them because I moved along with the next generation, and I feel like I dumbed myself down playing video games because I got so used to the modern controls, and it just made me feel stupid playing games. So that's why I bought all those games because number one, they were cheap as fuck. Mm-hmm. They were like $2.99, $4.99. The most expensive ones is probably like $30 or $40, but like stuff like Ground Zero is like $20. You have a lot of boomer shooters, like Andy, you bought me Doom 64, and then all the Quake games are fucking cool and all that stuff. So like,
oh, that reminds me, there's a game on sale I want to buy right now. Wizordium, anyone play that?
No, I never heard of it.
I think I've heard of that.
I'm gonna buy it soon.
Yeah. So I've been messing around with that just to see what I'm going to start playing after Sonic 3. Hunt Down's fun. It's a fun ass game. I highly recommend it. Yeah. As far as watching shit, I watched part 1 of the TNA Dark Side of the Ring episode.
So did I.
It was so good, dude. Like it was so sad too because like Scott Steiner cried. Like he had to get up. He didn't cry on camera. He got up. Everybody else like sobbed and shit because of Jeff Jarrett's late wife that died of cancer and stuff. Because when they were running out of money and like planning shit, they were planning shit at his house because his wife was like dying, and he didn't want to leave, so they all went to his house to like plan TNA matches and stuff. And they were all describing like how fucking like even Jim Cornette, you know how Jim Cornette cried? He goes, "Goddamn fuck," and he just starts crying and stuff. And then Vince Russo was crying, and then Scott Steiner just gets up and walks away. And my favorite part is like there was a 333% of me crying seeing Scott Steiner cry.
Yeah, that was like one of the YouTube comments.
I
Yeah,
gotta watch this
That's
thing.
Yeah, I hate that it's going to be like 3 parts, and I got to wait like a whole week to see the next part. Oh man.
Yeah, it's so good that they're covering it in depth like that. Now, is this like the start of the next season of?
Yeah,
Dark
this
Side,
is
or
the
they-
beginning. It's the
Okay.
beginning of the new season.
Good.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
because I need to
And
look
like,
and see if I missed another season or not. If there's like a gap, because
I think you missed last season probably. Because the way you're talking, it sounds like you did.
well, was the last season the one where the season ending one was on Vince McMahon?
No.
Okay, I've missed a season. Then I need to go back. Well, I got some catching up to do then.
Well,
I
you mean
didn't
like the Black Saturday one where he bought all the territories?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
Oh, that was the last episode before they've done this one.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this part was mainly showing like Jeff Jarrett, you know, how he grew into the business. And then
his career, how he got his start, like where he ended up,
and why he left WWE or WWF at the time to go start up TNA, and then the company that he bought, like the investor did some shady shit with the books and like called up Jeff Jarrett one day and said, "Sorry, bro, you're not getting any more money," and that's what led to Dixie Carter. Fuck Dixie Carter, by the way, that fucking bitch. Anyway, I mean, technically, she saved TNA. I will say that. Without her, there would probably be no TNA, and there probably wouldn't be. I mean, AJ Styles was in the beginning, but you wouldn't have like Kurt Angle or Perk Angle showing up. I know he doesn't like being called that, but I'm gonna still say it anyway because he's a crazy fuck during that time. And that's his prime anyway. But yeah, it was very depressing. Like, you know, him talking about his wife, and then him talking about Owen, because they talked about Owen Hart as well, because he was. I forgot that he was kind of like doing a program with him during that time.
they were like a team.
Yeah.
They were a tag team, but also like he and Owen were really close.
hmm
They were really close friends. Yeah.
Yeah. So I highly recommend it. Like I said, I didn't watch any Dabbleverse because everything's on repeat now, and because Stuttering John is not there, the only one that's actually doing pretty well, in my opinion, is Who Are These Podcasts, because they do a better program than Shuley.
Are you pro or anti Jerry Banfield? As in Carl covering him.
I'm pro, I think.
Good.
Yeah.
I love Jerry Banfield. He's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, Shuley does. He does a lot of the old school jock stuff, which I kind of appreciate, but it's also kind of annoying at the same time.
I can watch this stuff for short bursts, but basically, as soon as they start reading super chats, I bounce.
Yeah. Yeah. So I took a break because I want to. I want all the shit to add up, pile up again, and then I'll watch it again. So, yeah, that's all I've done. Is Sonic. Bought a bunch of indie games, and then TNA.
Tits and ass, bro.
Yeah, I'll pass it along to Zach.
Okay. Watch some more Wrestling Bios videos. I'm not going to talk too much about them because they're kind of like not worth getting into in depth. But weirdly, they were both about WCW things. One was just about like guys who were on Nitro while Nitro was a thing. That kind of got forgotten, slipped through the cracks of time of history. But job guys, it was kind of funny though. Some of them. There was like one guy who like he came on there and did some jobs, and like another time he showed up, they had him wear a mask and they changed his name, and he did this spot where he got, I think it was against DDP. He like hit the ropes and he's supposed, the guy's supposed to fall and like land on his nuts on the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for some reason he did it this way. When DDP hit the ropes, he jumped, he had to jump off the turnbuckle and he went, "Oh!" And when he jumped off the turnbuckle, he landed on the ropes and he was like, "Oh!" It's like he was doing an Iron Mike Sharp sell. I don't know why. He quit wrestling for them after that, probably because they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, he also made a video about the stupid white Hummer mystery. Do you guys remember that the white Hummer thing?
No, I don't.
Hummer. Why does that sound so familiar?
So it had to do with a program between Macho Man and Kevin Nash, and like Kevin Nash got almost vehicular manslaughtered by somebody in a white Hummer.
A white Hummer. Okay, that checks out.
And the whole thing was like, who was driving the white Hummer? And like it was like this.
Let me guess, they never said.
They never fucking said.
Oh my god, wrestling.
Yeah, it's all speculation.
We already talked about Dark Side of the Ring. I watched the Avalanche Reviews video he made for Resident Evil 9. It's significant just because he didn't do it for several months.
Mm-hmm.
It came out and he's like, "I did it." And I'm like, "I'm gonna watch it." It was very good.
It's like a 2-hour video, right?
Yeah, it's pretty in depth. I mean, there's not much he said about it in there that I didn't disagree with, honestly. So, very good video. I watched Toy Story 3.
Ah.
Finally, I never saw Toy Story 3. My cutoff for Toy Story was 2.
What'd you think?
It was really good.
Did you have the emotional diarrhea?
Almost.
All right. A little honesty. I'll take that.
It's my favorite one so far, man.
Whoa.
Yeah. Used to be 1. Now I gotta watch 4 and 5, I guess.
Yeah, I gotta watch 5.
I watched Obsession, that movie all them kids are talking about.
Is it overhyped or is it good?
It's genuinely good.
Okay.
It's both those things can be true. It is genuinely good movie. It is overhyped because everybody's like, "Oh my god, this is the best horror movie ever made," like that shit. And then I was like, "All right," so I watched it, and then I was like, "I've seen better movies than this in the last 10 years." Like better horror movies. I think The Backrooms is better than this movie.
That's supposed to be the conversation.
Yeah. But it is really good though. Yeah. Like to me, it actually kind of reminds me a lot of Talk to Me. Did you guys ever see that movie?
Yeah, I've seen that movie. Yep.
Okay. Not that there's similar plots or anything, but like the vibe, it's like, it's young people, young kids, like doing something. They're like young adults. They're not like the same ages as people in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like on that similar wavelength to me, especially the friend group dynamic in Obsession. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. I think everybody in that movie though is a bad person except for one person. So, but yeah, it's cool though. I'd check it out. And I also watched Le Samurai.
Oh yeah, let's go. So you hated it, right?
No, I liked it. It was good.
Okay, good.
I don't know, like on a scale of how good, like I don't know how much everybody else likes it. I do like it. There were a couple spots where it kind of dragged for me a little bit, but I was hanging on though. I wasn't like, it's like, all right, I get it. Sometimes and I agree with the idea that sometimes there doesn't need to be a lot of talking or something in a movie, but sometimes I think that was stretched a little too far in this movie.
Yeah, he's trying to be a cool guy, and sometimes it's like, all right, I get it, you're a cool guy. All right, I like that hat too.
Yeah. The ending was confounding at first, and then like I sat there and thought about it for a minute, and then I went online and be like, why the hell was his gun empty? Just because I couldn't figure that out at all.
I think I remember reading as well a little bit about that movie,
and after somebody broke it down that way, I was like, that makes sense. Okay, I just couldn't piece it together exactly like why he did that. But I do like it, yeah, and I'm gonna check out Melville's other movies because I don't think he's a stuck up his own ass French New Wave guy at all.
No, he is not. He's coincidentally a weirdo and was French at the time of all that French New Wave stuff, and he influenced it. It influenced him, but I always kind of felt like he was just doing his own like cool guy thing. You should watch. Honestly, what I would recommend for you, and I know this is unsolicited. You didn't ask. You don't care, but Red Circle's great. Army of Shadows is great. Yeah. But one of the first movies he ever did is The Silence in the Sea, Silence de la Mer, or whatever it's called. And it's based on a book that was circulated by the French underground during the Nazi occupation. And it's an adaptation of this book about basically this Nazi officer who's a Francophile. Like, he really respects the French and he likes French culture and like French stuff. And he comes and he gets like assigned this is where you're staying. It's in this farmhouse. And they basically like take the room for rent from these people. And he's staying there and he's like, you don't understand. Like, Nazis are here and we're going to like lift your country up and your leaders are all corrupt. And we're here to help you, the French people. And it's about him coming to terms with what Nazi Germany really is over the course of the movie. And also it's about like the French resistance, doing like French resistance jazz. It's a really good movie. It's not as exciting as something like The Samurai or Red Circle, but I think you, a student of history, would like it a lot.
Okay, I'll put that on the list too.
Good.
What else did I do? Played more Rivals. Not much to say there. New season starting tomorrow. They're adding Jubilee.
Yeah,
that's cool.
She's a strategist healer character.
Raincoat wearing bitch.
I like your raincoat, bitch. You can't run.
Wow, I forgot about that.
One of my favorite lines
Juggernaut there. Yeah. Oh my god, it was so much fun that day. But the other guy they're adding in this season is some dude called the Hood. Have you guys heard of a guy named the Hood?
Negative.
No.
I've never fucking heard of this guy. That's like, I mean, they've had a couple characters like that have passed by my scope of knowledge for comics. Like, I didn't know who White Fox was at all.
I mean, they always have some cool deep pull. Like, they had Cloak and Dagger being in there is always kind of neat.
Yeah, I knew who they were though.
Yeah, I'm aware of them, but I don't like know their backstory or anything.
I kind of knew from osmosis from Maximum Carnage that they introduced me to them there, and then I was like, these guys are kind of cool. And then I read some of their books back then, so I know them. But
okay.
That's it.
He's in Ghost Rider, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that might explain out because I don't almost know damn thing about Ghost Rider other than Ghost Rider.
Yeah, me either.
He's Nicolas Cage. That's all I got.
Yep. There you go.
Chaz.
Oh, cool. All right. I played Pokemon. Is that a surprise? Shouldn't be.
Did you lose?
When did you start playing Pokemon?
Yeah, well, it all began when I was a boy.
Do you know about the 30th anniversary set that's going to come out? Do you know about that?
No, don't even start.
Unfortunately, I'm all too familiar with it. So, played in a pre-release, got a really bad pack or kit, and got my ass kicked, but that's fine.
It's a poor workman who blames his tools.
No, I blame these tools. Yeah, no, I actually almost got a Judge Mulligan during a pre-release event. That's how bad my pre-release kit
Holy
was.
shit!
Yeah, so if you don't know, when you mulligan in Pokemon, you have to mulligan if you don't have a basic to play in the active. And if you mulligan 8 times, that on the 8th one, the judge can come over and judge ball and just keep flipping the top until you get a basic. So that almost happened. I was one away. I have never seen anyone get that close in a pre-release. So I also got donked turn 1 in pre-release. So yeah, it was a mess. But I got some cards I needed and some cool packs. I have been testing because the next big event I'm going to is next week. So the official release of the new set Pitch Black is next weekend. And I'm playing in the double 3K weekend. So, yeah. So I've just been testing for that. Very excited. The team is on the same wavelength, and we've got something kind of. It's not a new deck, but we have a new take on an existing deck that we think is frankly we think it's the best thing to be playing. So I'm excited to show it off and hopefully we'll have some success. I have been playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee with my daughter. We're pushing through. Today we caught more Eevees to then evolve them. So we have to get Eeveelutions, and I think we've got 5 badges now. We're about to get our 6th badge. So yeah, we're playing through the game. I'm excited about it.
Got some Eevees and Let's Go Eevee for Eevee. Wow.
Yeah. Well, you can't evolve the Eevee you get. It's special, so you're not allowed to evolve it. So it's like, well, we got to finish the Pokedex. So
it's the same with the Pikachu and Let's Go Pikachu, right? You can't make it a Raichu.
Yep, can't evolve it. What's really funny is we got a Pikachu in Viridian Forest in this game, and then we evolved it to Raichu, and then traded it for an Alolan Raichu.
Hell yeah, I love Alolan Raichu. Top 10 Pokemon.
Oh yeah, and this is the game where you can like take the Pokeball out, and he's like just riding his tail like a surfboard.
Yeah, because he's psychic. That rules. I love Alolan Raichu. Seriously, top 10 Pokemon.
Oh no, I like him too. Yeah, I'm a big fan. So yeah, we've been having a lot of fun playing it. I played some Mario Kart World. It's Rock Band. Actually,
I played Rock Band.
Yeah, you were there for that. We did a little July 4th party for freedom and played some video games. And then other than what we've watched, we talked about it a little bit last week. We covered Bash of the Beach.
Brother.
And then I've watched Daredevil season 2. Kind of like went on a bender with that one. I had like a day off, and my wife and I like basically watched half the season, and then watched the second half. Like we watched it one night, the following day, and that evening finished it. So it was really good. I enjoyed it. Recommend it. Looks like season 3 is going to be coming out pretty soon, like within the next handful of months. So
yeah, I'm saving that for like when I'm dying of a disease and I'm in bed and I need to watch some shit. I'll put that on.
Well, if you need something to cheer you up, I would not recommend that. But yeah, if you're like, oh no, I want to go out in pain and misery, yeah, watch it. It's there's no hope in that. It's interesting though. Yeah, I don't have much else though. I've just been really busy with work and testing Pokemon cards.
Anybody getting explosive diarrhea in your doctor's office from that parasite thing that's happening?
No.
Is that a Florida thing? What the hell are you talking about?
You guys haven't heard about that?
Yeah, you guys didn't hear about that? There's like this parasite like in lettuce and shit. Like Taco Bell had to like recall their Crunchwrap Supreme because people are having explosive diarrhea and cramps.
Neat.
Yeah.
Let's
so the two people who actually are in the medicine field are like, what are you talking about?
That's why I figured that's what Zach said in the chat before. He's like, would you have explosive diarrhea?
I know it sounds ridiculous because that's what everybody always says as a joke about having diarrhea, but this is what people are actually calling it.
Yeah. No, it is. I've seen stuff about this, but like it's not in our area at all. It's like Texas.
Yeah, so far it's not widespread, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
here's what I'll say. You know, World Cup just happened. All these Europeans came, and now we got fucking explosive diarrhea. Fuck Europeans.
Smallpox, man.
I just want to point out, I never eat the lettuce at Taco Bell. I think it actually tastes like it might be contaminated paper. So I'm glad.
I never eat anything from Taco Bell, just so you know.
Oh no, I'll definitely eat their sand meat. I like the sand meat. It's good. It is.
Their chicken nuggets are actually their chicken nuggets are actually good though.
I mean, they proved like what was it like 16 years ago or something? There was a report where most of it was actually legitimately made of sand, like the ground beef, and they got a bunch of flack for it. And I guarantee you, they said, "Oh, we'll change it," and they never changed it. It's exactly the same.
I don't think it's ever. I've noticed it being any different ever.
Yeah, I'll still eat it.
All right, Andy, close us out.
Gladly. Do you guys remember a couple weeks ago I talked about Death by Lightning, the Netflix limited series about James Garfield getting assassinated?
Uh-huh. Yep.
It still rules, and I wish someone would watch it so I could discuss it with them. But a YouTuber I really like named Imp Lemon, who I've talked about before, came out with a documentary about like James Garfield and the guy who killed him, and it is a wonderful companion piece to that show. And he doesn't mention the show once, so I don't even know if he was aware of it. Like, it's weird timing. It's a little more than 6 months after that show came out, I guess. But anyway, it's an extremely good documentary if you like American history, and also just like tragic. Like, he tried to be a good politician and he got dead. Like it sucks. But also more internet crap. I've been watching The Creep Off. Dubs, you ever watch The Creep Off? Carl's
No, that's one thing I don't watch.
For years I kept like thinking I was going to watch it, and I'd try to watch it and I'd be like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know, for some reason I took a big deep dive on it. I've been watching a lot of it. The Creep Off, for the other two of you, is a true crime podcast. And I know you're thinking, oh man, what a womanly thing. It's a comedy true crime podcast marketed toward men, and the whole premise is the two hosts choose a topic: biggest creep in Texas, biggest creep who's a maid, biggest creep who's a teacher, and they bring in people who they think are the biggest creep of that example, and then the listeners vote on who brought the biggest creep. So it's like, who's the most horrible, terrible serial killer or whatever. And parts of the show are pretty outrageous, but it is actually very, very funny, it turns out. But yeah, I liked it pretty well. I'm using it to fill all the gaps whenever there isn't like WATP or like a blind mic for me to listen to. I put it in my list, but who the hell cares? I've been watching Family Guy again. I don't know why. There's something about it. Like, I was like, it's fun to be like, man, Family Guy sucks. And I'll watch Family Guy and like laugh out loud. It's like, I hate myself. It's funny sometimes. But who cares? I watched the British Grand Prix. It was pretty cool.
Who won?
I missed it. I completely missed it.
You didn't watch it at all?
I couldn't. The timing of everything that was going on over the weekend, like I had family come in.
Oh, I thought you never watched stuff live.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, I try to watch live when I can, but like, it was just like somehow it just fell off so much from my priority list. I had to do Get Some Color Monday too. That was another thing. I just could not make time for it.
No. Well, it was pretty good. It was far from being the worst race of the year. Some exciting stuff happened. It wasn't as exciting as the last race, but it was pretty good. I liked it fine.
Who won?
I don't know, some loser.
Okay.
Checks out.
I don't want to spoil it too. Hey, go watch it. It's fine. I don't even think there's a race this weekend, so you got time.
Oh, okay. I can go, sure.
Yeah. So yeah, go watch it if you get. And even if you don't want to watch it, don't forget on F1 TV they got that race in 30 thing. They just recap just the good shit in 30 minutes. Just watch that.
Mike.
Okay. But anyway, yeah. Besides that, I watched two movies. One of them is I hate myself for doing stuff like this, but I was just watching like YouTube shorts and I saw a clip of a movie where the guy who plays Christopher from Sopranos is the main character, and it's a clip of him playing bridge against the guy who plays Mr. Miyagi. And I said, what the fuck is this movie about? The guy's name is Stu Unger. He won the world championship of poker 3 years in a row or something. And it's about his life. And the movie's just complete horseshit. Like, it's just like huge, obvious lies. The movie's fine. Don't watch it. It kind of sucks. It's just, I thought it was funny that I saw the clip where Chris Montasante was playing Mr. Miyagi in bridge. And that was the whole, I was like, I'm going to watch this. It was on YouTube for free. So I watched it over the course of like 2 sit downs. It's fine. Speaking of stuff I had to watch in a couple sit downs that I was inspired to watch by some stupid bullshit I saw on YouTube. Gen 13. Does anyone know anything about Gen 13? Zach might.
I know about Gen 13.
The comic?
Yes.
So it's basically just an X-Men ripoff, I guess.
Yeah, it's like because Image wanted their own X-Men, basically. Like I guess
Jim Lee and one of his friends invented Gen 13. The story's fine. It's kind of an interesting premise, but in the late 90s they started developing a movie that was supposed to launch like the animated universe for Gen 13, and the distribution rights were picked up by Buena Vista, who was owned by Disney.
Yeah.
When it was just Wildstorm. Like, it was only Wildstorm who owned Gen 13, and then Gen 13 sold out to DC, who's owned by Warner Brothers. So suddenly, Disney owned the distribution rights to a movie that was about an intellectual property that they didn't own. So they never released it in the United States. It like got released in some weird European territories, and I think like Mexico or something. That's the only reason it got released at all. The showrunner for it, the director for it, is one of the main directors from Batman the Animated Series. So it's actually quite competent and quite good. It's okay. It's less than 2 hours long. It's interesting enough. If you really, really like the X-Men cartoon and Batman the Animated Series, you could probably watch it and be entertained.
Yeah, the art style looks like the animated series of Batman.
The art style looks like that, but there is a high level of violence in it somehow. Like, one of the first things that happens is the guy gets blown away. Like, you remember at the beginning of Akira, where that guy gets blown away by machine guns? That fucking happens in the beginning of this movie. A helicopter just blows the hell out of a guy. And they just show it.
Rated?
I don't know. R, I guess. R, it has to be R, because there's almost nudity in it. There's very nearly nudity in it, and a lot of like pretty extreme violence, like a lot of blood, like guys getting shot in the face.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's on YouTube for free. There's 2 versions on YouTube. One of them has the better picture quality, but there's a constant buzz in the audio. I watched the other version. The video is not quite as good, but the audio is competent. Like, honestly, I can't stand audio problems. I'd rather the audio be good than the video, basically.
Yeah, it's me too.
But Zach, you'd probably like it. You other two would probably like it too if you like, you like Batman and X-Men and all that 90s animated stuff. So it was fine. It was interesting.
I was going to try to read those.
I also watched some jerk-offs talk about wrestling on the internet for a while. That was boring. I hated it. But if you like watching jerk-offs talk about wrestling on the internet, make sure you go watch Getting Some Color. Chaz, are you back for real forever, or were you just a temporary third man?
Nah. I'm gonna be drifting in and out of my softball season. So I'll be back.
Vicious of the show.
Yeah, I'll be back whenever we do another big event, maybe WrestleMania.
Well, I did watch Getting Some Color. It was fun because I had watched the thing. I'd watched Bash at the Beach. I was like, I guess I might as well watch it. And like, you guys were talking about all the shit that I thought was really boring, and I was trying to wait for the exciting stuff, and then I got sleepy, so I went to bed.
Yeah, so we watched well, Chaz didn't watch it. It's funny that he rated it based off of our opinions of the TV shows on Monday. But we wanted to get that out of the way quickly so we can get it to Bash at the Beach.
Yeah. We can go back and watch the Big Match and see what we thought.
Well, I guess lastly, I played Gundam. Of course, I always do. And I read Akira. Of course, I always do. Hopefully, when we come back for season 5, I will have finished Akira and I'll have more things to say about the manga. Again, I'm rereading it, but there's a lot of stuff I forgot about it. And obviously, I still record Big Trouble Rips every single morning. My 1-year anniversary came and went, and I didn't do anything special for it. Like, I kind of forgot. It was July. As of July 7th, I've posted a Big Trouble Rips every single morning. I didn't miss when I was sick. I didn't miss when I was on vacation. I didn't miss for any holidays. Every single day. So, I don't know. That's pretty cool, right?
I think there was one day you almost missed it, but you did it at night.
There's a few times when I posted at like 10 p.m., but I still got one in, damn it.
Yeah. If it helps, I did record what you requested, so I have a recorded.
Good. I was going to talk to you guys about that after we record. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to tell everyone that's still going strong. And even though Big Trouble in Little Podcast is going on a short hiatus, Big Trouble Rips will never go on a hiatus. So come follow me over there. I'm going to open more cards. And of course, as I was already saying, make sure you follow Getting Some Color if you like wrestling. Make sure you follow Lost in Nightmares if you like horror gaming.
Living in Lost Nightmares.
Living in the Lost Nightmares. And of course, go watch Turbo Blaze, the most professional of any of the stuff, because it's not affiliated directly with our little network of shows, but that's fine. Go watch that if you like it. So is it still just Gym Leader Challenge? Because it really sounds like you're playing lots of other mainstream Pokemon now.
No, I mean it's mainly like our content is mainly focused on Gym Leader Challenge, but they're just like these standard events that pop up and I'll play them. But yeah, our content is focused GLC.
Okay. Well, and then of course we have 4 seasons worth of stuff if you miss us too much in the meantime. So make sure you follow us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and of course on YouTube if you want to see the video version. And don't worry, we're not going away. Like I said, all that other stuff's still going to exist. And like last time, we're probably going to try some side stuff, maybe Big Zam, maybe a dabbling at Dawn, maybe who knows? Anything could be coming up.
Yeah, we're gonna fill the gap, so we're not completely taking a break, but we're not doing things weekly for a couple of months.
That is correct.
Yes. All right. I guess until next time. Well, next time we come back here, we will see you in season 5, right?
As always, thank you so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Pepe.
Big trouble